Hello, my royalties. Coming on with a quick video and an announcement. I got an announcement later in the video. So, coming on just to share with you guys this little process I make when making a journal. Here is the semi-finished product. Here we go. It has two signatures in it. And the signatures are where we would write and put embellishments. So it just has some craft paper, some tea-dyed paper. I didn't put really too much of anything else in here. Here's a biblical, like, adult coloring book type thing. And it has some song paper in here. So, and I did 2 of those. And I haven't really done any embellishments yet because I'm just trying to get the journals made. And then I can do all the lovely decorating or whatever, the inside pages at a later date. But I wanted to share that with you and show you guys what I'm doing. Here is another one that's in process right now. And this is just some craft paper, that I have. And as you can see, the inside is still the cardboard because this was made out of a cereal box. So, actually, no, it wasn't out of cereal. This one wasn't out of cereal box. It was out of an ice cream cone box. But I wanted to show you the process of that. So, what we're going to do on here real quick is show you how I do this. This is a really small box, as you can see. It's not even as big as my little 6-inch ruler. It's barely. So we're going to turn this also into a journal. So what I'm going to show you is like the first step right now real quick, what I do to get it ready and done. And then I'll come back on another video and show you how I put the signatures in. And then if you guys want, I can go into how I decorate them at the end. But basically, I'm just going to give you the overview, quick process of what I do. So, you don't have to have necessarily a whole crafting pad, but I have this one, and I have a ton of other ones. This is from Michael's. Michael's has hot buys where you can get them for $5 if you catch them on a hot buy time. Or like this one, I bought 2 others and it was buy one, get 2 free. They're normally $19.99 if they're at regular price. Again, you can always use a 50% off discount coupon that they have or catch it on sale. But it was buy one and get 2 free. So I did that. So I paid $20 and I got 3 of them. So, which would have been $60, but $20, I'm okay with that. So anyway, I got this because I wanted to do something different. Kind of this year, I didn't want to go with the traditional red and green because everybody kind of seems to do that. So I got this one. I did get a traditional one just for some other stuff that I'm doing. But then I got one that is the blue. It's all blue, like navy blue and all that type of thing kind of design. So this one is kind of like, you know, the sugar plums dance in their head, what type thing. Anyway, so I'm going to jump on this and show you guys what I do. So I take a piece of paper out of there. I pick one what I want the cover to look like. And the one I picked for this time is just one that has ornaments on it. And so I'll show you that if I can find it real quick in here. This is the one that I chose because I think those ornaments are cute. It's just pink. So I can make the theme of it be more pink, or I can pick one of the other colors and add those accents to it, or just white and make it on that order. But I took this, and what I do is very simple, is I take the box and I cut the flaps off. I know I'm kind of close here. I got a different setup that I'm using right at this moment. And you guys are going to see these videos come like this because I cannot absolutely get adjusted to this stuff. So what I do is I cut these flaps off. And hopefully I'm still in camera. You can cut them off, tear them off, however way you want to do it. But I just cut them off like this. And then I move those to the side. And then what you're going to do is pick just whatever side that you don't want, because we're going to make the book portion, and you just cut one of the sides off. And basically you can do this with any box that has all the sides. So cracker boxes, cookie boxes, cereal boxes, potato chip boxes, anything that you throw away. And then you can either leave it the size that it is if you want a big huge one, or if it's a smaller box like this one, I don't need to cut it down to size because this is the size that I actually wanted. I wanted a couple small ones this year. Or if it's a cereal box, you can leave it that big or cut it down smaller. But as you see, basically, there's your book. Now we want to do something to the outside. Now at this point in time, you could paint it all. If you were doing like, you know, a movie theme, you could leave it this, just like this. But I actually, what I'll do is take a piece of scrap paper. I don't know why I keep saying scrap paper. I mean craft paper. And I showed you the big piece. And I cut it down to the size very close to the item. And then I wrap it around it before I'll cut it down the height, but I'll wrap it around the item, and then I'll kind of just bend it. Which, as you can see, if you could see here, I bent it kind of off the first time. I didn't have enough overage here, but so I had to re-bend it. So I re-bend it. I'll bend it around so it gets the shape of the item. So when I go to glue it on, it fits. Hopefully that makes sense. So then you end up with a piece that is all the way around. Now, what I'll do is glue this onto this where I want it. And then I left a little overage here on all four sides so that I can fold it over. I'll end up folding this over as well. And then make sure it's all glued together. And then, because we're not going to see any of these raw edges, because what you'll do is cut another piece of paper. Or some people will use fabric or whatever you want to put in the inside. And you'll cut it the same measurements. And you can do that before you glue this one on. Cut out the same measurement as this. So after you glue this and fold this on, you can put that piece of paper right on top. If that makes sense. So that's what I did here. I'll show you. So I glued on another scrap paper here, so all the raw edges didn't show. And some people will, you know, ink this so that the depth, you know, you can see more in depth of it. I didn't want to do that because I'm trying to keep more of the light, bright theme. So basically, I just took another piece of paper and glued it into the inside so that it covered up all the edges, rough edges. Now, this one, I didn't do that. If maybe you don't have enough scrap paper or whatever. So what I did was actually cut it exactly to the exact same size of the cardboard. And then I'll do the same thing on the inside. And that works just as well too. Because when you embellish it or whatever, the edges are cleaned up and it looks just as nice. And it's really your preference. So I don't know how people are going to want to do their own, but I'm just basically jumping on to show you that you could take something that you normally throw away and use it to make a nice little trinket, all right, so to say, a journal or whatnot. And that's what I do. So, and the only thing I needed was the paper. If you chose to paint it, then you need paint. But then I'll just basically take this here. You can use liquid glue. Only thing is, I don't recommend it because it warps the paper. I've learned that by trial and error, guys. Really. I had a really nice one I did a few years back, and it's today, to this day, it is all, the pages are all bundled because they got warped. So I just take some two-way tape because that's the easiest thing. It's the fastest and the easiest thing to do. And it doesn't warp your paper. You just make sure you have to have enough. Sorry about the juggling. I tell you, I don't know. Me and videos, I don't know. But basically, I just put enough across the middle, across the top. And I'm not going to do all this on camera, but that I'll usually take a piece and put it across this way, just so that it all sticks really well, because you want to have it stuck really good. And then once you put the paper, peel all this off and put the paper, lay the paper back over top. And then usually I take my bone folder or a credit card or something hard and then smooth it out. I'll use my hands at first, but I'll usually lay it on here where I want it. And then even this ruler, if you don't have a bone folder or something. But I don't want people to feel like you have to go buy all these items. Does it make life a little easier? Sometimes, but sometimes it's just money spent. Okay? So I would take all the tape off and stick it on there, and then I would smooth it out on the inside as well. I do the inside first so I can make sure it's placed in here right, and then on the outside. Okay? And basically, that's what we do, or what I do. And then like I did with this one, I smoothed it out so it lays really nice and flat. And then I'll do this and bend the creases so that the book and the paper mesh together and bend really well, so you have really free movement. Because you don't want it to be too loose, but you don't want it to be so stiff that when you add the pages and decorate it up that you can't really move the covers. And I have had that happen as well. And so from here you can just, you know, put your signatures, put the inside in, put your signatures in, and you're done. And once you're done, you get a little item like this, and you can embellish or decorate how you want. I actually had a problem here. I don't know if you guys can see that real well, but the paper got wet, and it started to tear here. So what I did was I just took some ribbon that I had, which was this ribbon, and I glued it right on top so it will reinforce it, because otherwise it's just going to fall apart. And I didn't want that to happen. I had almost got done with the whole thing, and that's what happened. So then from there, I will decorate the pages how I want. I'll add pockets or different things and little embellishments. I'll probably put some beads or something on here just so they got little dangles hanging out. Or if they're too short, I'll just cut them off a little shorter. And then you can actually take the pages. If you don't want to see the strings, you can cut them shorter, take one of the pages, glue two of the sides together, either the two sides on the top and bottom or around the side, and then you can turn that into a pocket, and then you don't see the strings at all. But this is just a quick overview. I will come back on in another video and show you guys how I create the signatures and put them in. But I just wanted to show you a quick way that you can make covers and you don't have to go buy a bunch of stuff. Try to use what you have on hand, and just have fun with it. There's no right or wrong way. It's up to you. I do make sure that my two signatures have enough pages. So I try to do 8 pages, because then that will give me 16 for the one signature and 16 for the other, because you have 2 sides to every piece of paper, so that you have enough for all 30 days. I don't just do up to December 25th for Christmas like a lot of people do. I do the whole month of December. Okay, so we're bringing in the new year and then the journal. Basically, that's it. Now, my other thing I wanted to say, the update. We have hit 600 subscribers. I thank you guys so much. I never ever thought when I started my channel that we would get to, let me leave something here. We would get to 600 at all. I never thought of that. I mean, and for a while it was at 500, and it just, you know, I check every now and then. I see people hear me talk about the giveaway and they'll subscribe to the channel. Then when they don't see me do it right away, they leave. And that's fine with me, because I want the people who are really interested in my channel and who appreciate, you know, my content or being a part of the royal family. I want those people to get the gifts that I give away. I don't want people just to jump in and get the gift and then leave, because it's not fair to my regular subscribers. So I thank each and every one of the new subscribers, and I really thank all of the people who have helped me make it this far, who have been a part of the channel for a long period of time. I appreciate and love each and every one of you. Really, honestly, I do. Again, like I told you, my channel is not about trying to get the numbers up to make money and all that, because that's not my plan. My plan is just sharing, really sharing the word of God, sharing what I do, the crafting and the different things, and things that, little tidbits that can kind of help make people's life better. And like I said, at every 100, whenever I reach 100 milestone, I will do a giveaway. So I have a giveaway coming up. I actually have multiple giveaways coming up, because I have one for the milestone, and then I just have another surprise giveaway. So stay tuned for that, guys. I appreciate each and every one of you. I'll be back again with the signatures on how to do that. And if you guys want, then we'll do one with the embellishments. But it's all up to you guys, because really this is about you guys. This is your channel just as well as it is mine. So don't forget to leave me a comment in the section below on how you feel about all this. And I hope everyone's staying safe out there. COVID is real. It's real. It's been hit in my family. Other people's families that I know, COVID has hit. COVID is just, I don't even know words for it. But anyway, enough of that. I will continue my channel as much as I can. And I just want to continue to bless you guys with my little sprinkles of joy. So until next time, may God bless you always. Toodles.